James Ryan says that the live place is the straw that stirs the Disney community drink.
What exactly does that mean anyway?
It means that life is a party, and it is.
This is not misc.
Not that party Ivan, the kind you socialize at, you know, have a drink, and stir it with the live play stick.
Quand you will have those on QVC? I think so, but a waste of money if you ask me.
Yikes. Hello, everybody. I am sorry about that echo issue. Doggone it. I was afraid that might happen. Welcome, everybody. Let me welcome the chat here. Everything is kind of blowing up on me here. I want to welcome Doug and Nikki, first ones in here. Nice to have you here. I'll be mentioning you in a little bit here. And we've got It's Joey's World. Lisa, nice to have you on. And I know you're cooking, so thanks for having us on. And Pearl Manhattan, good to have you here. And all the way from the West Coast. Let's see, is there anybody else? Emily, hello, Emily. Good to see you. And we have What in the World with Russ. Good to have you here, Russ. Thank you guys for joining. So I apologize for that. Sounds like could you guys just okay, so thank you, Emily. The echo is gone. So it's only in the audio pieces that I put in. All right. Phantasmic Chronicles. Nice to have you here. Awesome. Tony, I'm assuming that's you. All right, guys. It's been a while since I was doing my normal news show. And what I've done is I've kind of transformed it into a weekly search, which is something that I've designed to sort of grow our community. So the idea is that my goals with the live place has always been to really just continue to add new streamers, new shows, new categories. And so I'm going to go on usually once a week. Sometimes I'll switch it up, but basically it'll be somewhat of an update where things are at. I'll be looking to you for any suggestions on who we might be able to invite into this community or reach out to. So anyway, that is the idea of this weekly show. So, hey, Tony, good to have you here. All right. And then there's Epcot Bob. He says, I think it's echoey because that curb building compartment housing mission control. Oh, yeah, maybe you got a point there. It's something kind of went backwards on my software. I'm not really sure yet, so I've got to get that figured out. Anyway, 14 people here. Nice to have you here. Thank you. I see somebody is even in from Facebook, so nice to have you here. Strive to do better. Hey, good to see you, Cody. If you guys don't know Cody yet, he is Strive to Do Better. That's his YouTube channel. Really, he lives down by Disney, and he's into health and fitness. And he was on Steve's World show and getting to know Cody better. Sailing away with T and K. Good to see you, TJ and Kayla. Hope you're having a great day. And all right, so let's move on. So here are the new channels to the live play since the last time I did my new show, and that is first Nautical Nurse Nancy. If you are in the cruising community, you definitely know Nancy and her husband, which I don't know his name, but they're awesome. They go live on Tuesday nights at 10 o'clock. And then we've got RV Lifestyle. And they go live on Sunday nights, and they are a very big channel. In fact, they have 100 and some thousand subscribers, very well known in the RV community. So it was a nice addition to have them. And then we've got Doug and Nikki, who was on here. So hopefully you're still on. And they're an awesome couple. If I'm not mistaken, they're on the road a lot when they do their live streams. And so Doug and Nikki go live on Sundays. I believe it's at 1 p.m. Eastern time. And so definitely check them out. They're in the chat here or earlier. And then finally, you guys all recognize that last picture, I'm sure. And that is the great Marco. Mark has now, so I was able to ask him if I could put his fireworks live stream on the live place, and he was nice enough to let me. So he is part of the live place. And in fact, Marco is going to be coming on with me in December, and we're going to do a moderator forum. So we're going to have other moderators join. And so, yeah, it's great to have him on board. Look, Bill's odds and ends. Good to have you, Bill. Hope you and Lori are doing well. I will be in Disney World December 4th through December 11th, and we'll probably stream a couple times during the week. Definitely let me know, Bill. Bill's one of the live streaming channels we have featured at the live place. So, and he is very great. They're a great family. So, all right, Captain Akron, nice to have you here. Awesome. Okay, I think comments are a little bit behind, but hey, Najuma Brown, nice to have you here. I think you might be new to my channel, but thank you for visiting. So, all right, let's move on. And for new shows, we've got a number of new shows. So Cinderella Loves Disney is going to be going live once a month. I know she shares it with another channel. I don't remember that other channel right now, but she's gonna be going live monthly. And then we have Christy is going to be doing her magical makeup, and she does that on Thursday nights, I believe it is. So check out Christy's magical makeup show. And then we've also got the Plum Travelers. They were kind of part of the live place a number of months ago when the cruising community came on, but they didn't start live streaming until recently. So they're going to be going live 2 nights a week, and that is on Mondays and Saturdays. So definitely check out. I think they go live at 7 o'clock on both nights. And then Nautical Nurse Nancy, she goes live on Tuesday nights at 10 o'clock. And she has a big following, and she's a really, really nice person, really fun to watch. So definitely check out that. And then, as I mentioned, we've got the two we've got these two streamers on Sundays. One is RV Lifestyle. They go Sunday nights. Big following, know a lot. They're real veterans at RV Life. And so definitely check them out. And then Doug and Nikki, who are in the chat here. So they go live at 1 p.m. and they're a really nice couple. And I think that they typically go live while they're on the road, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, if you guys are there. But anyway, it's called Cruise News, and it's Sunday at 1 Eastern time. And then, since the last time, we've had Dave and Brandy start their new show on Tuesdays, which is right after this. So in about 20 minutes from now, and I'll be done by then, they'll be going live with Party of Two. They do their cooking things, and they've done a variety of things. So definitely check out Dave and Brandy at 5:30 Eastern on Tuesdays. And then I wanted to also mention that for those of you who don't know, Russ Stapleton, who was in the chat here, he and his gang, which includes Tracy Glenn, it includes Kenzie Days, and it includes Our Dream, Jeff and Angela. And they all go live on Sundays. And they were doing a Marvel focused show. Well, they've renamed it Nerd Talk. So they're talking about a bigger variety of things. And so, oh, I see Emily says Dave and Brandy won't be going live today. Okay, so just know that. So I guess I don't have to be done right at 5:30. But anyway, so Sundays, check out the Nerd Talk. It rotates between Russ's channel and Kenzie Days, Tracy Glenn, and Our Dream. So let's see what Doug and Nikki say. We were luxury world travelers, but after COVID shut us down, we bought a cool new RV and have been traveling safely in areas with low COVID. So frequently we are in the RV somewhere for our lives. Okay, yeah. So again, they're 1 o'clock on Sunday afternoons. And I think you guys go live at some other times if I remember. All right. And that is it on the new shows. So then next is basically So this is going to take a little time, I think, to kind of figure out. But what I wanted to do. Hey, Papa Mozo's in the house. Good to have you here. Papa Mozo goes live on Fridays. I want to say at 6 p.m. Eastern time, I believe it is. So definitely check him out. He's a great guy, and the cruising community is very, very familiar with Papa Mozo. So good to have you here. Thanks for stopping by. So this is the idea is that each week that I do this show will be largely about me communicating updates on finding new channels, finding new, helping or kind of encouraging new shows and new categories at the live place. And I don't have a lot. I have a couple of names now that I'm going to follow up with. And I was going to share those, but then I thought, well, maybe it's better if I make contact before I do. However, if you guys in the chat have any suggestions on people that are going live, let me know, and then I will try to reach out to them. Hey, so there we go. We got the Tyler Show, and that's one person who I'm Tyler. I haven't quite figured out how to connect with you yet because I couldn't find an email address for you, but I need to get his Friday night live streams back into the live place, and that was what I learned the last time I went live on the weekend. So anyway, yeah. So this is just kind of like a scouting idea. Where can I reach out to people that are live streaming? For instance, I'll just give you some ideas that I've had. Is I know Maria. A lot of you know Maria from LBV. LBV. I think that's the channel name. She's been going live. So I might reach out to her, but one of the things at the live place that it works better if you go live on a regular basis. So on a given day, if you go at a given time, then that's really a lot easier for me to list. So yeah, all right. And then another thing I'm working on, and I'll explain this here, is to have news by category. So these are all the categories that are active at the live place. Every one of these categories has shows that are associated with that category. So in the Disney community, obviously that's been the biggest one. we've had as many as 90 shows a week that are Disney, under the Disney category. We've got 20-ish with the cruising community. The RV community, which I just recently reached out to, it's only 3 or 4 right now, so it's not growing as much as I had hoped, but we'll keep working on it. And then all these other ones, if you look at, you see sports and leisure, that Pete McDevitt is doing an NFL thing, and and Mouse Talk and Steve's World are doing sports related. And Jonathan Chong, nice to have you here. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see what's next. And then so I'll be working on that, and then I'll be reaching out to people for news in those categories. So we'll just touch briefly on that. And then show cancellations and slots. So this was another idea that I was throwing around, which is like we just found out that Dave and Brandy aren't going live at 5:30. So since that kind of leaves an open slot there, I was hoping to communicate through this show to other live streamers. Hey, nobody's going live at this time. If you would like to step up and take that spot, I'll list it at the live place. And so hey, excellent. So Bob says he's got Tyler's email, and we'll forward it to you. Thank you. Appreciate that, Bob. So again, if you're watching this, whether live now or on the replay, if you are going to cancel, or if you're not going to be able to do your show, let me know, and then I will try to figure out a way to get the message out. What I'm thinking of is, besides these shows, on a Twitter group, just to let others know that their slot is open up. So, all right. It's going very quick here, very quick. I'm almost done, in fact. So, all right. And finally, and this is something that I was excited for, is back in October we did the movie collabathon, and it was a lot of fun. I asked all the live streamers in the community if they would be interested in covering a movie topic during their show. 35 of the channels stepped up, and there was a number of collaborations done covering movie topics, anywhere from a specific movie like Back to the Future, or worst movies ever, or the one that Rob Fuzz did, which was Steven Spielberg movies. And so everyone told me that they enjoyed it. They wanted to do more of those because it really encourages collaborations, and I think people are really liking that. And so anyway, there's these two coming up. Before I do that, let me bring up Tyler's comment. Have you reached out to Nick J from Travel with Nick? Yes, I have him on my list. He does a live stream every other Sunday at 1 p.m. I believe you already have him listed. Yeah, okay. So I got to figure out if I have his email or not. And then saw another comment here. Hey, Coos Cruisers, good to have you here, Bob and Sarah. And they also are at the live place and go live. I believe it's on Sundays, but I'm forgetting the time. And it might be, is it every other one? If you could remind me. But all right, we got a question from Doug and Nikki here. We'll throw out a question. We chose the cruise community, but we really travel the world and create luxury content, so we didn't see an accurate fit for us. We are open to adjusting that. That's a great question. And I'll tell you the answer that I would give right now is, with categories, I've been actually removing some categories lately. And the reason why is, if you get too many categories, then it's people don't find you as easily. What works best that we found is, like when we started the cruise community, is you have a number of people that are already connected. So if you have a minimum number of live streaming channels that are connected through a category, it really helps cross promote each other. So I would say my advice would be, let's make sure that your live streams are still under cruising, because I know you talk about that, you've done them, as well as travel. And we probably got a good 10 shows right now that are under the travel category. At least it's more than 5, I think, but maybe as many as 10. So, but as things grow at the live place, which of course I'm hoping they do, is I'm hoping that we can create new categories with a number of people that oh, okay, got it. Okay, I got a message here. But so basically, it's a great question. Let's make sure you have travel on there, and then down the road, if there's enough people to fill out a category, then we'll do that. Sorry for the long answer there. I'm just going to go through comments real quick. And Bob and oh, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah. So they go live every Friday at 8 p.m. I don't know how I forgot that, but so definitely check out Bob and Sarah. Really nice folks, and they are a big part of the cruising community. All right, these two events. So I didn't finish talking about that. So on December 17th, this one, I am kind of trying to find out if there's enough interest in it, but I was going to do a Christmas themed collabathon, but then I realized people were doing Christmas related shows at all different days and times, and it wasn't going to like fit into 1 week. So rather than trying to just capture that because it was happening anyway, I decided to create a 1 day, or actually a 1 night collabathon, where let's get as many streamers as we can. Let's focus on Christmas food. And so we'll be having collaborations where people will actually be trying different foods, sharing recipes, etc. And the encouragement is to do collaborations. And where I've seen that done really well is like with Pepper Tree Villa and More Sunshine Please and Disney Nerd Herders and people like that, where they've all gotten on together and they'll all have food and they'll all be a part of a collaboration, and they'll try it out and give their feedback then. So I'll be sending out some details on the December 17th event. So that's what that night is dedicated to. The other one is going to be January 18th through the 24th, and that is a top 10 collabathon, and that's an all-week one. So again, I'll be asking all the live streamers, do you have a top 10 category you want to cover? And do you want to have others on your show? I can help with that. You can reach out to people. And it'll be similar to the movie marathon week, except it'll just be top 10 topics, top 10 favorite, Steven Spielberg movies, or top 10 favorite restaurants at Disney World. Whatever subject you want to pick is fine. And see, Jonathan Chong said Rob Fuzz. Yeah, that's exactly right, Jonathan. He was a part of those food things. So, all right. Well, that is really all I had. Let me make sure I didn't miss any comments here. All right. Doug and Nikki say we do tons of cruising, so we fit there well. Was throwing that out because tons of our content is non-cruise related. Thanks for the advice. Yeah, I thought it was a great question. I really glad you asked that question. So hopefully that made some sense. I'd like to really extend out into some new categories as long as we have enough streamers to kind of support it. Pearl says, can we volunteer for collabing with folks since my 2 community listings are very, very small? Well, I think most of us are kind of in that smaller range too. So definitely, yeah, Pearl. If so, it's December 17th, I believe it was. Yeah, December 17th. And if you are able to host one of those, or however you want to do it, let me know. So thank you for that. Tyler says, I can sure do the top 10 for sure. Excellent. All right. We got one live streamer signed up, and myself. And I know people like Rob Fuzz, I'm sure will probably do it, and others, maybe Pearl, maybe Cruisers, and Doug and Nikki. They think about some of the different topics that we could cover with your knowledge of travel, Doug and Nikki. So that would be awesome. All right. Okay. Thank you guys for showing up. 21 people here. It's great for this time of day, so I'm really happy to have you here. And I'm going to go back to here and say thank you to my partners, which is Josh and Jenna from Resort TV One, Road Trip Dave, Miguel and Daniela of A Disney Life for Me, and my good friend Rob Fuzz. All of these are great channels, and you probably know them already, but check them out. And then my other channel is Dreamers Empire. So if you just go anywhere, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, it's Dreamers Empire, even Facebook. And if you need to contact me, just send an email to dean@theliveplace.com or go to theliveplace.com and use the contact us page. All right. Doug and Nikki say they're in for both. All right. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Lisa. I sure do appreciate that. Hey, and I just mentioned you guys. Charlie and Stacy, good to have you here. I was just mentioning how we're going to do a Christmas food collabathon, and I know you've been a part of those food collaborations before, so nice to have you stop by. Hey, and we also have T-Town Mary Ellen. Nice to have you here. All right. Well, guys, thank you for showing up. I was going to keep this to about a half hour. And so my final slide here is, of course, again, we have over 120 channels. I really appreciate all of you guys. And hopefully we'll have some good shows in the future with some interesting content. 120 channels, and I will say the end, or should I say the beginning of your future. So have a great night, and thank you for coming.